I'm Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking, and today I am making a local PA Dutch favorite. It's pretty much a staple this time of year. It is super easy. It's with 3 or 4 ingredients. It takes some time to simmer down to get the flavors to go through, but other than that, it's about as simple as you can get. I'm making PA Dutch ham and string beans. Mike's sister was kind enough to give me the last of her green beans out of her garden. So I have really nice fresh green beans, and I have a smoked ham bone left that I had in the freezer that I saved from Easter. Yeah, we don't throw anything out here. Turkey carcasses, the ham bones from the Easter ham or Christmas ham stuff. I always save them and freeze them and then use them later for soup. And if you don't have a ham bone in the freezer like I do, which you probably don't, get a good couple of smoked ham hocks. That'll do just fine, because you want the flavors that come out from the bone marrow and stuff to go into your broth. That's half of what makes it so good. If you need to supplement it, well then I use the Better Than Bouillon ham base. And I actually have some of that out because this was already cooked, so that's why I'm actually not doing it in the crock pot. If I didn't have the ham cooked, I would do it in the crock pot and let it go slow all day. But this was already cooked, and so we're just gonna bring it up to a boil and then simmer it till the veggies get tender and get some of the flavors through. And if I think it needs a little bit more depth of flavor, I'll add some of the ham-based bouillon. So I'll show you what we got. So here's my ham bone, and I left a lot on it because I wanted it for soups or stews later, you know. And I can't qualify. Some people call this a soup, some people call it a stew, but honestly, it's really not either. So it is what it is. It's ham and string beans. So anyhow, and like I said, it's a PA Dutch favorite around here. Everybody eats it around here, and I love it. It's so simple, but it's really hearty and really yummy. So we'll take some of this off after it goes into the broth as it cooks, and then you know, add some green beans. Look at the fresh green beans. Add some potatoes. Look at that. And of course there'll be a lot more room once I take the ham bone out, so I'm just going to stuff her, because after it cooks down a little bit and gets tender, it'll be all good. I don't add any salt to this because, you know, you have enough from the smoked ham. And yes, I'm going to add some pepper. And I make a big pot because usually this gets parceled out to everybody in the family. So Mike's mom and other family members will be eating this. And I'm going to put the lid on. There we go. And we're going to let her go. I'll bring it up to a boil, and then I'm going to take her down to a simmer and let her go slow for a while and get some flavor in there. Now I'm just going to show you here. I'm pulled the ham bone here out. You see how it's all, how it's all pulled away from the bone here, and I'm going to take the rest of the meat off it and put that back in with the rest of the veggies and other ham. But you see, you got that good bone marrow out of there that gives it such good flavor. You just can't recreate that any other way. Okay, so here's what's left of the ham bone, as you can see, and I got all the goodies off of it and marrow's out of it. And here's my pot of ham and string beans. All yummy. So you know what comes next. Now I'm going to tell you, I know I'm going to taste test it here, but I'm going to tell you that this sits overnight. It is absolutely fabulous because, once again, you know, soups and stews and things like this, the broth goes through it and it always tastes so good. I also do a little check here of the broth to make sure I don't need to add anything. That has such good flavor from this smoked ham from Mosser's. I'm not adding any ham base to it. It's good enough just the way that it is. And you know what comes next. Taste test time. Now, when we make this, we normally serve it with some butter bread to sop up all the good juices. I mean, that's half the fun of it, right? Yummy time. Fresh out of the garden green beans, some potato, some ham. This is so good and so hearty, so simple. It was a really popular farm family dinner, and we still love it. It's just good homemade comfort food. And like I said, it sits overnight. It gets even better. And serve it with some butter bread and some of those juices. Oh, it's delicious. Really good. So, it says PA Dutch ham and string beans. If you like this vid and like what you saw, please like and subscribe. And join me next time here in Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking. Subscribe and join me next time here in Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking.